Here is a Westinghouse Riviera 2-speed fan. It's an 8-inch floor fan, table fan, I guess whatever you want it to be, from the late 50s. Very cool fan, very powerful fan. Distinctly late 50s in my opinion. I'm not sure if technically this is an antique yet. Not sure. Badge is in pretty good shape. It's catalog number or model number R-1020. Made in USA. Looks like the amp draw is 0.9. It's got this cool mesh plastic, really hard plastic rear guard. It's got these cool fins here that I guess are designed to help direct the airflow, pull in more air from the sides here. It's like a turbine style fan, I guess. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's working for it because very powerful fan. Moves a lot of air. It's small but mighty. It's got this cool little tilt stand here. Plastic feet that are still in pretty decent shape. It's a rotary switch. Turn it clockwise. Once for high speed, turn it some more for the low speed, and once more to turn it off. I was wondering about the antique question because I got into a little argument with my Uncle Jerry not too long ago, who is a retired electrician, and somebody told him that I collect vintage fans and he got kind of excited about it. And last time he was over here, he wanted to see some of my vintage fans. So I showed him this one and he seemed pretty disappointed. He argued with me a little bit, saying that this isn't vintage because it's plastic. And I don't know, two different worlds, I guess, because to me this is about as vintage as it gets. This is distinctly late 50s to me. This just screams late 50s, and I think that that kind of defines what vintage is. It's something that is easily identifiable to a certain time period, and I think that this fan is easily identifiable as late 50s, maybe early 60s, somewhere in there. But vintage and antique aren't really the same thing. I think some people just use those interchangeably, but they're not really meant to be used that way. He's not the only one who's argued with me about that either, but he was disappointed that I was showing him a plastic fan. He called it new, actually. He used the term new on this. Called it a new fan. Yeah, I don't know about that. But all right, let's run it anyway. I'll show you guys the motor. Try to get an angle of it here. Very powerful motor. Again, small but mighty. I don't know too much about it, technically speaking, but it looks heavy. That's for sure. They definitely varnished the crap out of it and painted it very well. This thing was built to last, despite the plastic. This is the only crack in the plastic that I'm aware of right here. But I've got it plugged into the amp meter here. We're going to take some feet per minute measurements. It's the original cord, as you can see, but the plug had been replaced at one time. Actually, I don't remember if I replaced it. I think I did. I think I replaced it. Doesn't matter. All right, let's fire it up. It's not going to be too much of a startup sound. It just kind of gets up and goes. So here goes nothing. High speed. We are at 0.91, so we're right at the edge of the rating, a little bit over actually. Take the feet per minute measurement. Right up there between 11 and 1200. Very strong for an 8-inch fan. Too low. So we're at 0.45, so cut it in half. Low speed is half the power draw of the high speed, which isn't the case a lot of the time. Even on some newer 2-speed fans, the speeds are closer together than this is. Take it to high one more time and then drop it back down again. Yeah. Pretty steep drop to the low speed, but that's nice to see. I have zero complaints about this fan. Very well made for a new fan. For a plastic new fan. You gotta be kidding me. We're in the 800s for the low speed, so a very strong low speed as well. This has the power of some of the most powerful 12-inch table fans that I have, velocity wise. Alright, here's off. But we'll go to high speed and do the spin down from there. So here's high again. Off. So not much of a spin down there. Blade's not too heavy. I mean, it's durable, high quality plastic, but it's Doesn't have too much weight to it. I think the hub does though. I think the hub has quite a bit of metal in it, but the blade is plastic. See if we can get any kind of startup sound out of it. Here is high. And then I'll attempt to do the low, but I don't know how well we're gonna get it. And I don't know if this switch was really made for rapid speed selection, so you want to kind of be careful with it too. But here it goes, the low speed. Alright, well maybe you heard something there of a startup sound, maybe you didn't. I don't know. But very cool fan, one of the coolest fans in my whole collection. I dig it. Westinghouse Riviera. Thank you for watching.